Hi, I'm Stefan. I'm from Paul Munn's Instant Lawn. Today I'm going to take you through the process of installing a subsurface drip irrigation system. Now today we're installing into an established lawn, but what we say today is true for both new or established lawns. The first step of any irrigation system is the planning stage. Do this properly and everything else will work much easier. Start with a sheet of graph paper, and if you don't have one you can download one from our website. Draw your area on the paper where 1 centimetre equals 1 metre as shown here. Next, mark the location of the tap or the water source that you'll use for this irrigation project. We'd also like you to measure your flow rate. You do this by getting a regular 9 litre household bucket and timing how long it takes to fill it. Once you have this measurement, write the time down on the plan as well. It also helps to know what type of soil you have, whether you have sand or clay or loam, and whether your area is slopey or flat. Once you've done all this, either email it to us or bring it in and we'll design you a custom-made drip irrigation system free of charge. Once all that's done, you'll have an easy to follow design and have all the parts you need to start installing your system. Subsurface drip irrigation systems water your lawn from underneath using specially designed drippers that can be installed under your lawn and then buried. Now today we're going to install these drippers into trenches that we've already dug into this prepared area, and then we're going to bury them over later on. But every irrigation system that you do, subsurface, is going to have 4 main elements. Those are going to be a main line, drip lines, a flushing tap and an air release valve. So today we're going to start with our main line, and the main line is the black poly pipe like this that brings water from your water source over into your irrigation area. Main lines typically go right around the outside of your job. So let's start this job today by installing our main line. Okay, so what we're going to do now is finish installing this main line by poking it into the trench that we've already dug. A good idea at this point is to secure that main line in place using one of these little wire pegs. Now these wire pegs should be put into the trench and hold the main line down about every metre as a rule. And once you've done that and you're happy with your main line being installed around the outside of your job, the next thing is to start thinking about the drippers. And of course the drippers is the second fundamental piece of any irrigation or subsurface irrigation job. This is typical subsurface irrigation drip pipe, and you can see drippers installed on the inside of this pipe about every 300 mil all the way along. So what we've got to do is install this drip pipe onto this main line so that we can get water happening through the job. These drip lines will be installed on average 400 mil right along the job and buried about 100 mil underneath the soil surface. Now the way to connect the drip pipe to the main line is with one of these little take-off adapters, and we do that by getting a little punch tool like this. We get our main line and we punch a hole right in the top of the main line just like that. We get our take-off adapter, we snap it into the hole like that. We get our drip line, we feed it onto the little barb like that. Once again grab a little ratchet clamp to hold it in place so it don't pop off. Stick it on there, ratchet it into place. Okay, so once you've attached this drip line to the main line using the take-off adapter, we repeat that process every 400 mil in straight lines right across the whole job. It's a repetitious job now, it's the same thing over again. So let's go and do that now across the job that we're irrigating here today. Right, so now we've installed the main line, we've installed all the dripper lines, and the third element to this irrigation system is going to be what's called an air release valve. Now an air release valve is important in any subsurface irrigation system because it stops the system from sucking in dirt. And And what I mean by that is that every time you turn the irrigation system off, all the water drains out through these drippers and air comes back into the pipes. So you want the air to come back in through this air release valve, not through the drippers, because if they come in through the drippers, of course it's going to take in dirt with it. So very important to whack one of these on any system that you're doing. Simply goes in the end of one of the main lines. Put a little valve box on top to keep it protected from the elements. All right, the last element to our subsurface irrigation system today is called the flushing tap. Now, flushing tap just looks like this. It's a simple inline tap that we're going to install to the end of one of our main lines here. And what that's going to do is it's going to enable us from time to time to open the system right up so it flows really fast to clear any obstructions around the drippers or any mineral deposits that have built up over time in the system. If you want to clean it out and you want to get it flowing smoothly again, it's a good idea to have a flushing tap. Every 6 months you can come outside, turn it on, flush the whole system out, clean it out, keep it working properly. Flushing tap just goes on the end here. Once again, sits it back in there like that. Little clamp goes over. And another spotter box goes on top, just to keep it protected. Okay, so there you have it. We've installed a subsurface drip irrigation system in our lawn today. We've put the main line in, the drip lines, the flushing tap and the air release valve. We've put it all together. It's a good idea now to test for leaks. Once you've done that and you're satisfied that it works, fill the trenches in, as you can see we've done there in the background. And there you've done it, you've finished. Subsurface drip irrigation systems are a water-saving genius for your lawn. They do work and your lawn will love it.